Hey guys, so I know I said we are done for the year for Epic Universe construction updates, but I lied. There's a ton that we got to go over that BioReconstruct just released over on his X account. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get to it. Last Epic Universe construction update for the year. For real this time. Come on and join me. So we know we're less than 5 months away now from the opening of Epic Universe, and we are pretty excited about it. I can't wait. But, we still got some construction updates to talk about, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it right now. Follow me over here. Now, all right, so we are going to start out today with some parking lot updates here. Now, last time we talked about this, a lot of people felt like the parking lot updates, or the parking lot itself, felt really small, but you have to understand that there are some more areas for them to expand. So let's take a look at this. You can see here at the bottom right of the photo, we do see the buses, the bus location where some of them are going to drop you off there. And then apparently up here at the front, this is going to be the preferred parking area slash valet area here. And then you can also see the handicap area to the left there. So just small updates on that there. And then here we have the parking toll plaza here going on. They're getting really close to finishing this. You can see this looks very similar and very close to what Universal Orlando has now. So it's just all falling in within that very city idea of the city walk idea, of all this. So let's continue on. Now we have an aerial view of Epic Universe here at the park entrance. And this is looking amazing. Look at this open entrance here. Everything looks really good. Everything's done really well. As we continue on here, we can see that there are some things that are built up here that look, like they're getting close to finishing. It still has some time to get there, but we're getting to that point now where everything seems like it's finishing up here and it looks really good. So we're not going to spend a lot of time on that. Here's what I wanted to show you guys. Here's the Stella Nova marquee at the entrance. This is the entranceway you're going to enter into whenever you do it, starting next month in January. This is going to be how you enter into the resort or what have you to get in there. That's a pretty good shot there, and I think we have a better one over here. Yep, right here. This is done in the evening time. This is the marquee, is flowing color digital display. Looks awesome. I have not been by there yet to personally see it, but I believe that it's probably pretty awesome in person. This right here is aerial overview of the Terra Luna and Stella Nova Resort, but I wanted to point something out here for you that I actually wanted to show that the traffic circle here is being close to being finished here. So you can also see here when you enter into the park area here or the resort area here at the bottom of the photo, you can see where you're going to go right or you're going to go left with Terra Luna or Stella Nova. Key factor is that the pools are a little bit different here at the Terra Luna. It's a circular, and then over here on the right, the Stella Nova, it's more of a oval shape. Also, to be aware that the Stella Nova has access. Of course, both pools are on the opposite side, right? So both of them, if you book on the other side, you can actually see Epic Universe from that side. So that's what we're going to try to do. We will see what happens with that, because you can't really guarantee what room you want or anything like that. But it does sound really good. So we might actually have to call and see if we can have anything that's facing the park itself. Here's another look here at Terra Luna. Now this one doesn't open until March 25th. Now these resorts are going to be very similar to each other, but they're going to be different all at the same time. So just keep that in mind. All right, let's get into Super Nintendo World really quick. Now, we talked about a few months ago, probably a couple of months ago, that we had parts of the portal being done for Super Nintendo World. Well, we're getting really close now. You can see there's a Mario added to the portal here. Theming is underway for the pipes up top, and the exterior wall being painted with shapes. So it's going to have different colors and different shapes there. So it's not just going to be like a plain green looking land, because I think we both agreed that would look kind of ridiculous there, but that's kind of our look here of this. Here's a closer look here. We got the Mario fountain to the right here, and then the actual portal to the left. I mean, this just looks amazing. You can still tell that parts of the portal are not done yet, and they still have to kind of get that done, and overview of everything there, but they're getting really close to having that done. Backed up a little bit further here so you can see this. This just looks beautiful, does it not? I mean, come on. I mean, just the marquee itself and everything, it looks awesome. Bowser's Castle here, really quick update here for this. It looks like he has a red carpet to walk into Bowser here, and this looks really good. It looks like it's been painted a little bit more. It's getting closer to that final product. You can see Mario Motors over to the right, which is going to be the exit for the attraction. Also, it's going to be a gift shop in there as well. You can see that there. And then also some things that are being finished over here to the left and right of the photo. There's a Shy Guy back here. If you can see the Shy Guy to the right of the photo. He's all the way to the right of the photo, peeking in between those two little hills there. That looks really good. I love that. That's so cool. All right, here is another aerial overview look here 4 days earlier from this when that photo was taken. You can also see the Stella Nova marquee here at the back there. So you can see that there. So it's going to be on both ends, I believe. So that looks really good, man, how they're getting everything done. Starting to look really efficient. Really efficient. I'm going to have to drive by there this coming week when we do an Epic Universe or Universal update. Also, from the road here, you can actually see the top of Bowser there. So, looks good. Like I said, I haven't been by there in a few days, so we'll have to drive back by there and see what it looks like. But I think that's going to be amazing when it's finished. More added details here, just a little bit here. Just another open view of everything. Pulling back here, we have some piranha plant vines are being added to the center here of the land, and you can see like these mushrooms as well. They're still working on the mushrooms over to the left, the yellow and blue mushroom. I mean, this just looks amazing, guys. This is getting so close. I know that they're still working on stuff. You know, our friend Alicia Stella was saying that she had heard that, I believe it was Alicia that said that they think that they're still a little bit behind on that. And also here at the front here of the Bowser Castle there's a green mushroom that they're planting here, finishing up, and it's just all coming together. You can see those piranha plant vines there, down there at the bottom. So looking really good. Just another view over here just from the opposite side of that, which looks awesome. I mean, we can't not say that. And then Peach's Castle's getting close, guys. They get so close. You can see on the stained glass window area that is still covered up. It's still not finished yet, but it's getting there. That is one of the next pieces that's going to go in, and it looks like there's still like painting to be done on the turrets on top of Peach's Castle, because those are not completely finished yet. But we will see. We'll get there. Here's another view of that from there. Looking awesome. It looks so good. I cannot wait for this to be done. I can't wait for the vibe of everything, of this land. It's definitely going to be a vibe. Also, to the left of the photo, there is a gazebo here. It's work in progress. This is where Princess Peach will do a meet and greet, which I can't wait for. That line, you know, itself is going to be about 3 hours, but still, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be really cool whenever that is done. Now back on the flip side of this, one more photo from in here, then we'll move on. You can see that a little bit better. The Yoshis down here at the bottom, they're hanging out, chilling, having a good time. And let's just move on here. Let's get a Yoshi in here. Let's get a Yoshi shot. Now this is part of Yoshi's Adventure. Here, below at the left is access to Donkey Kong Country. So this is that backside of this. So pretty excited about this, guys. Like really excited about it. Another Yoshi here. We'll just zoom in on Yoshi there and just spend a moment with Yoshi, right? But it's looking good. All right. So this is Going into Donkey Kong Country here, you can see at the bottom the warp pipe area here. That's starting to be painted. They're working on that, getting that done. And then we have Funky's flying by over here, and the pipe land going into this area here. The flying by is going to be a shop. And you can see already, and if you can look underneath the plane area, you can see like some shelving there. It's already been done. Here's a little different view here. And the Kong hut to the left here, the Donkey Kong's house, which will be a character photo op area. So Donkey Kong will be chilling out in that area. And they're starting to add theming to the wall there. The wall's starting to get a jungle-esque look, and it's not just green walls anymore. Here's a better look here. Donkey Kong's house, and the left is the Bubbly Barrel snack stand, which we've seen some stuff from Japan, so hopefully we'll get something that's very similar to that, but I'm not overly sure if that's what we're going to get. Hopefully so, though. Hopefully we'll get something very close to that, but we'll have to wait and see. Flip side of that, you can see the Donkey Kong coaster, more stuff being done. The Rhino box here, this is where a Rhino is going to pop out here. In the little box area, the little crates that you can see to the right there, middle right of the photo, and that's where that will happen there. And then we got more theming being done here. I think everything is, I mean, it looks close, right? I mean, it's not completely done, but it looks pretty close. And just more trees being added, stuff that needs to be painted and finished, of course, going into the barrel area there. And boom, here we go, some more stuff being close to being done here. This looks great. Remember when we were to the point where everything was just, you know, nothing there? It was just framing. Now that's done. The Donkey Kong face, or the Kong face, looks awesome up there. I believe those trees still need to be painted. They're down there at the middle. I believe those still need to be painted, so I'm sure that will be done there. Just more stuff added to the track here. You can see on the inside here. 2 lift hills of Donkey Kong Minecart Madness roller coaster. They ascend in opposite directions. There's theming inside at the center. So it looks really good. All right. An aerial photo of front areas of Donkey Kong Country at the left. The warp pipe. That's back where we were just at. And then I guess we're going back into the Super Nintendo world here. Here's an aerial overview of the courtyard area, which I did not cover this a second ago. You can see the 1-Up factory to the right, which is going to be a shop. And there's a little courtyard area here in the center of this, which looks awesome. And then, of course, this little area here to the left, Yoshi's Adventure entrance. And then in the middle is going to be the walkway over to Donkey Kong Country. Then the flip side of that, we have Toadstool Cafe, which looks amazing. It's getting really close to being done. I'm sure it's just about done. On the inside, that's a different story. We don't know yet, but we will see. Now, let's step into the actual land a little bit here. Just aerial overview of everything. Isle of Berk to the bottom left. Celestial Park in the center. Super Nintendo World, the top center. And the expansion pads on both sides of Nintendo. So both of these areas are open for expansions. And we have another video coming out very soon talking about what they're going to do with these expansions. And hint, one of them includes Luigi. We hope. We don't know for sure, but we hope. Now, are we going to step into the Isle of Berk for a little bit? We might. Here is a look at the portal here. Also, the little symbol at the top looks like it has been added. And I like this little entranceway. I like how it curves around into the portal there. That looks good. Stardust Racers here, which we know that's pretty much finished. And look back behind there, the little restroom area there started to be painted green. Back there. Aerial overview of the Isle of Berk. Look at that water, man. I don't know if that's just from rain or if that's been filled in, but man, it looks pretty. At least it looks kind of bluish, right? Or maybe dirtish. Dirtish. Is that even a word? Now that I look at it, it looks kind of dirty, but it looks good. Just pulling back, I mean, this land is going to be beautiful. I think that's the sleeper land right now. I think this is definitely it. This is looking at the Viking training camp here. which looks great. A little more detail here showing that, but I mean, it just keeps on being amazing. Back into this photo, you can see the ride vehicles back here in the back being stored for Stardust Racers. That's cool. Dragon Racer Rally, probably the only attraction that I'm scared of at this park, just because of I've seen horror videos of people going nuts, like spinning like crazy on very similar attractions across the world. Yeah, so I don't know, but that is pretty sweet. I can't wait for that to be done and see it in action, which we've seen video of it before moving, but here's a different look here. And showing the grandstand area here, canopy frame, and everything in the throne sitting at the middle there, which looks good. Here's a closer look at those grandstand banners, which looks awesome, by the way. I think they look really good. But other than that, let's keep moving on. Let's go a little bit further. Some of these are just kind of repeat photos and from a different angle, but let's look at Hiccup's Wing Glider here. Aerial photo of the entrance and exit gift shop here. The entrance is to the left and the exit gift shop is to the right. So you will enter from the left and you can see the queue area back behind that there, which looks really good. Also, here's an aerial look at paint and theming in progress at a statue near Hiccup's Wing Glider entrance. A small Viking is at the top. This looks sweet. Just the attention to detail and everything that they have in there, I mean, looks really good. And yeah, look at that. That's pretty sweet. Back in October 34th when it was being placed. Aerial photo of Dragon House in Berk. I mean, other than Dark Universe, this one seems to be the most complete, I think. Certain things. I mean, you know, we're getting really close. The aerial photo of the mountain here, and if you notice here at the bottom, we're going to get into this in just a minute. There's a close-up, I believe, photo of the entrance to the mead hall. Yep, here we go, right here. Look at those big doors, man. Now, those doors look like they still have a little bit of theming to be added, but look, you just have some steps walking up into the mead hall area. Of course, these Vikings will have their little fire features over here that will actually be on fire throughout the whole time. Kind of like when you're going into Jurassic Park, there's flames always going on if they're working properly. Here's an aerial overview pulled back a little bit, showing you the village of the Isle of Berk. So it's just giving you an idea. It's forced perspective, you know, like it was everything, you know, with the Wizarding World too. How everything just feels like throwing everything in there, but in a smaller area. At the center of this aerial photo is the entrance of the fire drill boat in the ride in the Isle of Berk. And there's fire drill stuff here. Let me show you. It looks like targeting boat ride. You can see some of the things that they have on display here. Some of the hit this. Look, totally toasted. Kick that fire in the face. That's what these little banners say behind it. It's pretty cool. This is going to be exciting. I can't wait for this. You know, it's definitely going to be something for the kids. You know, if you're looking for something a little more thrilling as an adult, I don't think this is going to be what you're looking for. But as for the kids, it's going to be pretty thrilling, I think. There, and then here we go. Theming element added just days before the photo and the post in this thread next to Spitfire Grill. So they have a windmill on top there. Spitfire Grill's to the right, the entrance to the right there in this photo here. It's going to be another restaurant. Pulling back a little bit further, you can see things kind of pull back. Also seen the pair of ramps down to the fire drill boat ride. One ramp is for express. So you can see those there. So express, all that good stuff. And, you know, there was a rumor going around that they're not going to offer express pass immediately. Well, I believe Universal has debunked that. This is a photo at the theming so far to hide a ramp for fire drill boats to reach service area. That's cool. So that's where they'll go back there. And then here is an aerial overview look at the entrance of the Untrainable Dragon Theater in the Isle of Berk. You can see that looks like it's about done. That whole area right there. It's going to be cool. It's going to be too much to do everything in this park in one day, so you're going to need a couple of days to do everything. For sure. Alright, now let's move on here to the Wizarding World for just a little bit. You can see the portal here, and it looks like we have a photo added to the portal, or the symbol added to the portal down there. And some more theming in here. Coup de Quidditch. There at the back, this which goes over top of the Mickey tent we always talk about. Here's the back theme of this Phoenix Gate here. It looks like it's about complete. Man, that looks so good. Well, no, I take that back. There looks like there's more paint and theming to be added to that as it goes down. That is really cool. I love that. And then here you can see Le Cercle d'Archness in the Harry Potter Epic Universe area. They have added lights to the top of the tent here. We keep joking, calling it the Mickey tent. It looks a little bit different now, at least from this angle. And then you see the billboards recently added, Le Coup de Quidditch, that I was just talking about there to the right. So more theming to the buildings, everything being added there. Here's a look, like I said, the Mickey tent right here. Man, that looks so good. This arrow here is a pattern of dots that might be recesses for Q stanchions. Okay, so they might use that for the Q area if they need to push back, which I'm sure they're going to need it in the opening days. Here's something I wanted to show you. And we talked about expansions earlier, but you can see here is the big turret at the back, designed as a 3D backdrop to the street. But you can also see the expansion area in the back. And we said we're going to have a video very soon talking about expansions of what it's going to be. But I just wanted you to see how big this area is. So, I don't know. It's a little Middle Earthish to me back there. I don't know. But continuing on, here's a courtyard overview here of what's theming being added here. This is definitely in the overview video that they had, like the flyover video. You could see like some things where they were showing like some wand areas, like you were doing it there. So that looks good. Then the flip side of this is going down the street. There's the restaurant to the right here in this photo. And we covered all that in our previous video where we talk about all the food in Epic Universe. More fully painted areas being done here. In these photos, you can see this. I mean, this just looks beautiful and amazing. And it's all being done here. And also here is one. Here, this is going to be the entrance to the Metro Flu. And this is going to be the entrance for the Battle at the Ministry, which is the big attraction for this land here in Epic Universe. Right here. You can see that's about done there. So it looks good, man. As we go on, like, here's one thing I wanted to show you. This is the building here, right? For the Ministry of Battle of the Ministry. Here is the queue. This is not concept art. This is the actual queue. Now, listen. I think that the ceiling here is obviously photoshopped. But everything that is below here, you can tell is real because you can see the queue area, you can see the stanchions up, all that area. Up top's real, the top is just Photoshop, and I'm sure that it'll have something up there to, you know, make it look like that, but obviously that would be hard to capture in these photos here. But moving on, here's a look at the portal again at the front. And let's move on to the next area here. We have Stardust Racers. We need to talk about this. There's the queue area here, the canopies covering the queue. And this, so there's not a ton to talk about here, and we're going to keep moving on here with this. But you can see here the S-shaped queue canopy railing sections for other areas are staged to the left here. So you can definitely see the queue down in there. So it's going to be a long wait, obviously, for this, especially, you know, within the first few months. And here's a look at the Comet here. We'll just talk about that for a minute, but that looks good as well. All right, let's move on here. Grand Helios update, Helios Grand, whatever you want to call it. We got the middle here, and everything looks good. The fountain's being done here, just kind of pulling back, showing you just a little bit here of where we're getting to. Dark Universe over to the left. And speaking of Dark Universe, I believe we need to get to it, but I wanted to show you this really quick, that the domes are nearly complete. They have a little bit more to go on the Helios Grand, but they're really close. And in that photo there was the looming of Dark Universe, which we'll get to. Here's a look at the pool. I think the pool looks really cool. I can't wait to walk around it and chill. But let's get to the main attraction here. Let's talk about Dark Universe, which seems to be everyone's favorite land that is coming. So this is the Burning Blade Tavern. The doors are themed now. You can see there just a little bit there. I can't really zoom in on this video, but you can see it there. Also, here's an aerial look at Frankenstein Manor with a jolt of electrical effects at the top of the tower. You can see that there, they're going off here. Now there is another photo I believe that we'll have to look at in a minute, that it's not lit up blue like this, but this looks amazing, right? Also, the top of the tower has lightning strike damage to it, so that looks freaking awesome. I love how that looks there. And then you can see here's the next one I'm talking about. So the lightning strikes are not on in this one. This is different. So you can tell where it was on and where it was off, but I can't wait to see this at night. I wish we had an aerial photo at night of this lit up here. Here's this one too. You can see back where that's on, the electrical effects in the tower. So it's just going to kind of run through. And obviously it's bright enough for the photo to be able to pick that up, right? During the day. So imagine how it's going to look at night. Now you guys can go find it, you know, for yourself, but Bile's done a few pictures at night of the Burning Blade Tavern burning flames, and it looks amazing from that. We have the Curse of the Werewolf over to the left, but the big thing here is Frankenstein Manor to the right. Here's a look at the extended queue in the back here. Obviously it's going to go around, and then it's going to probably take up a lot of that queue there. Probably. I mean, especially the opening time frame and everything here. But you can also see here, pulling back just a little bit, this number 1 is an expansion pad for the land. Number 2 is extended queue for the monsters area. Number 3, guest medical services inside Epic Universe to the top left, and 4's the portal for Harry Potter there. Here is a look at the entranceway here, the themed entranceway for it. Looks good. Lights on top there to kind of set the mood in the projection here. Still some things being done here. Aerial look at the landscaping and theming in front of Frankenstein Manor. So they're finishing up things like that. And the doors there. Best aerial I have. This flight with some signage near the entrance of Curse of the Werewolf. You can see that there. You know, it's supposed to be like a whole like gypsy kind of vibe thing, and you can see that it's kind of like a traveling gypsy kind of thing, you know, sitting out here. Even though who is pure of heart? Even the who? I don't know. That's what that sign says. It looks like what it says. I'm not overly sure. I can't quite read it. Even I think that I know that says is pure of heart. I'm not sure. Even the wind, maybe this wind. I don't know what that says. If anybody can make it out, let me know down in the comments. But maybe we got a better one in the photo. Here you can also see we have the Carpathen Carriage Company sign. Saw within the queue area. And backing up here to current work on safety fencing and nets for Curse of the Werewolf. Also, really cool, reverse side of the portal here of Dark Universe. It looks like a barn, doesn't it? It looks like some kind of creepy, weird barn that's in there. And here's a look at the town of Darkmoor here. Coming together. I mean, man, this looks really close to being done. I think it does, at least in my mind, it looks close to being done. Some more things being done over here. You can see like there's some tarpage. Tarpage, is that a word? Being done here to this gate over here. They're finishing that up. It looks like some plastic being removed there. Being done there. But overall, yeah. I mean, this is awesome. This is really cool. Here's Das Steakhouse at the left of the photo here. Middle left. And you can see that the menu board is out there. So where they're going to have the menu out there. And don't think it'll be digital. It'll probably just be the paper one that they slide in there. That way they can change them out from time to time. But here's another look on the other side with our famous fountain in the middle, which looks awesome. I mean, this is going to be so cool at night with everything. And then, of course, we have the portal area, and we also know, we can see now that the little medallion of the portal is done. At least it's in there, the purple. I have a little bit better photo here too. You can see that there. I mean, just looks so good. Looks awesome. And a little bit closer here. I mean, come on. It doesn't get much better than that. That looks awesome. I believe we have one more photo here. Yep, there it is. Look at that. Going into that area, into Dark Universe with the portal. I mean, come on. That looks awesome. So that's going to do it today for our Epic Universe construction updates. There are a few things over in Celestial Park that I want to cover, but I will wait to a later video to cover those because they're really, it could be a video all on its own. So we're just going to wait till that's done and get there. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we really appreciate it. This is definitely the last Epic Universe video of the year as far as construction updates go, and I'm very proud of the work that we've put into this channel this year and everything we've done, and thank you guys so much for supporting us this year. It's just been awesome. I mean, we've grown so much, and that's because of you guys. Like, it's all because of you, and we greatly appreciate it. But Selenova Resort is opening on January 21st. We are like 3 weeks away from that. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so you can follow us as we enter in to Epic Universe, as everything around this channel is going to be really heavy Epic Universe next year because there's so much. So make sure that you subscribe so you can follow us on our journey next year as we go from all these updates to actually being into the park, to going to the Selenova, the Terra Luna, all that stuff. It's going to be awesome, and it's going to be such a good year. I cannot wait. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, the road goes ever on. I will see you next time.